Someone asked me what the difference between mind and matter was. I said it don't matter. He said, never mind. Now, I was gonna make a joke about notation, but they know the score. I lost my mind, now I'm getting it back. The stress almost induced a heart attack. Running laps in my head, not leaving my bed. Left me in a complete and utter mess. I was wrecked, didn't think it would be like this. I didn't trust anyone, not even a shrink. Psychiatric intensive care poetry left me feeling rather lonely. See, I've learned to appreciate what I got. Family and friends that care for me a lot. I neglected them, I was an idiot. I told their people to shut up. They were lying to me, the fucking BBC. Why were they trying to fuck with me? They weren't. I was just paranoid. If I didn't get help, I would have destroyed my life. My chances to rip up stages. I didn't realize I was ill for ages. Since I got section, my wanking muscle has grown, and more than ever I appreciate telephones. Restless, tired, wired, feeling inspired. The first time in ages that I slept at night. The best medicines distract while nature heals, but the docs don't acknowledge the healing power of weed, of sweet Mary Jane. I ain't found nothing that alleviates pain like she does. It's a magical plant. I understand why it's contraband. The government don't want you to heal yourselves. They'd rather snack pills up onto some shelves, but that's enough about weeds. Go and hug a tree. Had some fucking good laughs on ecstasy, but now it fucks me, it just doesn't gel. I'm gutted, but if it don't sit well with your symptoms, then shut it out. It doesn't mean you can't jump around. I'm gutted, but if it don't sit well with your DNA, then it might send you to hell to tackle Bell. Man, to go and stroke your bell. Might say that and say, oh well, it's like, oh, 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 oh. Hitting with the flow in the middle of the show, down by the old motor racks in a totem pole, singing Geronimo. Oh. My motivation is to find inspiration and to stop all the chasing and the wasting and just be patient, cause life is a game that we're playing, so don't believe all the shit they been saying. I've been watching all you rats pacing and waiting, wasting time with hating. I'm stating that all these mags are overrating these rappers. First they challenge, now they back us. It's like these fat cats are just following the baddest, and I'm sick of this game and ahead of my time. While I'm up here, you got the whole mountain to climb. You're wasting time. Money ain't my goal or purpose. I'm incredible and your act belongs in a circus. Fed up are these imposters testing my nerve, cause all they get is what they deserve. And I think it's time I put my message across. My concern doesn't include profits and loss. I'm rapping for the real guys, fuck colonial lies. So how long's it gonna be before my people arise and take back what's ours from the powers that be? An unstoppable revolution is my guarantee, and I won't stop until I see you bastards fry. Torture you like a detainee till you bitches die, and cry out loud to whatever God you believe in. This is the punishment for all your fucking lies and deceiving. Bars and something with a lot of bars, and 10 yards is a pot car, or is it a mirage? A facade of placards, I want a 9 bar, something fruity to smoke, not expensive cars, perpetually amazing myself. So my wealth is the vapor up in the past tense, but I don't got the peas to buy a vape. I don't got the peas for expensive dates. I'm an ape eating grapes, turning up late, buying ace not wait, catalyzing fate. If I had more peas, man, I'd live in a tree, smoking cheese on a rope, swinging in the breeze. The half train's alchemist, shot an arsenic. One hit of this and you'll be feeling bliss, more bliss than this prick on an acid trip when I'm flying using a sinking ship. Hip-hop, not the glamorized polished shit that gets drip fed to us like we're a bunch of pricks. This is a soundtrack for heavy blazing creations, creating even more creations. Hip-hop and MCs are flopping like suns, are sucking at me like, yo, are you fucking done yet? No, I am not, still got plenty of truth that needs to get shared through the fucking music I do. Big-headed, blah blah, you lot are runny like misleading farts, throwing darts of cars while I'm munching on lard. Not really, but that bar was pretty hard. I'm in this shit for a laugh and a joke, while all these idiots keep thinking that they're dope. I'm doper than drugs sent from the heavens above to counteract negativity and spread the love. So everything and nothing, me and everyone, for unlimited fun impacts bags of skunk in one sitting. I couldn't count all of the blessings, expressions of all thanks to total perfection, perception intensified through improved reception and recollection. I've always been destined to grab on marks from my fucking brethrens, and I'll be doing this until I hit the exit. Hip-hop, not the glamorized polished shit that gets drip fed to us like we're a bunch of pricks. This is a soundtrack for heavy blazing creations, creating even more creations. Hip-hop and MCs are flopping like suns, are sucking at me like, yo, are you fucking done yet? No, I am not, still got plenty of truth that needs to get shared through the fucking music I do. So lion up, take a hit, cause you're in tune with a live feed from the snake pit of an alien ship, projects holographically to an artificial scene in a petri dish of life and a godhead's dream. I'll weave words like tapestry, sending for Her Majesty, alas BTV like I got a sick scheme. It goes like this: create a crisis, turn everyone against the lands of herbs and spices, make a totalitarian police state so oppressive the kids actually want to go and join ISIS, create fake viruses, downplay miracle cures, keep the rich getting richer and the poor on the floor, cut down trees to make the peace, to flood the streets and planting greed and thieves. It's like a disease, all this evil deeds, man, this shit runs deep. Everyone needs to chill out and smoke some motherfucking trees. Parallel earth, pieces prevail, the rivers run blue, there's no money or sales, resource-based trade, food for those in need, minimize greed, and an abundance of seeds, allotments everywhere, food is the medicine, it's all fresh and healthy, free of carcinogens, houses for the homeless, sustainable plans, clothes made from hemp with no designer brands, everyone helps each other, working together to conquer any obstacle, tackle any endeavor. The weed is organic, not prohibited, and no one is addicted. They're all disciplined. Humanity is woke up, stop causing conflict, and they thrive in harmony with everything that lives. There are no states, wars, or borders. Everything runs smooth, it's in perfect order. Parliaments are being seized, no more MPs. Everyone contributes to their communities, needs sovereign entities on sovereign land, where almost everyone enjoys a prolonged lifespan. There's no corporations, no organized religion. This land mass has gone from great to Great Britain. Diversity is everywhere. Life in higher frequencies, not cowering in fear. It's a utopian paradise full of joy and bliss, where absolutely no one ever takes the piss. A conscious evolution catalyzed by love, communicating freely with the beings above. We got a greater understanding of the purpose of life. I guess a life with a purpose is the purpose of life. No culture is oppressed, discredited, or ridiculed. Rehab programs to give the ignorant tools to improve their lives, encourage positive change. No brutality, handcuffs, keys, or chains. No for-profit justice, common law prevails unless resources are needed for the underpacked jails. No books are burnt, nothing is censored. Perspective are shifted, there's no bad words. There's no expression discouraged, no children malnourished. Science and art have displayed an incredible flourish. Everyone has united with a common goal to coexist peacefully as we learn to grow. New schools of thought past our wildest dreams, unfathomable knowledge, pulling apart the seams of what we believe, what we think that we see, redefining completely the reason we breathe. Virtuous aims and the purest of hearts, rapidly catapulting us out of the dark. Awareness of problems, motivation to advance, clear purposes, not absent in a trance, no destructive frequencies polluting the air, no privileged few or enormous arms fizz, development of our collective consciousness, discovering pits of knowledge that are bottomless, living a dream, respecting the earth, celebrating its incredibly glorious rebirth. But both of these concepts stray far from the truth. The balance is omnipresent between the bad and the good. These are possible manifestations of our future worlds, ideas for considerations and food for the mind. We will never know what time will bring, but I can speculate until the fat lady sings. We need to become the change and improve this deranged, mysterious, circus-like, obscure game. God bless you. We sprouted out of one seed of one eternal being. We sprouted out of one seed of one eternal being. We sprouted out of one seed of one eternal being. Infinite consciousness. We sprouted out of one seed of one eternal being. Infinite consciousness past any logical reason. Entities of light trapped on a physical plane, yet advancing rapidly every single day. Engulfed by spirals, we could be gems on a dish, or an experiment controlled by alien fish, stumbling and striving to create a better world. Everything that we make is a reflection of us. We're always too busy, we want things in a rush, no consideration for others, never stop, just push. Time is an illusion and it's not running out. Stop panicking, relax and enjoy the route. Follow intuition, never fear your death. We're infinite entities, we're limited intellect, but I can feel a transition like a mutation in my genes. Astro traveling with DMT provoked dreams, cause my third eye's open and I'm seeing the world for what it really is, without the diamonds and pearls, the shallow and the empty, the lies and the truth. False prophets, fear merchants and bias proof. The selfish and the greedy, sinner and the saint, the ones who share and the ones that want it all on their plate. It's the balance of life, the yin and the yang, traveled from a big bang to an unknown chain gang. It's a zombie epidemic, we're held captive like slaves. Huge mansions, yeah, others dying out in a cave, forced to work to survive and make profit for thieves. Advertisements implanting the idea of greed, so we compete with each other, never working together, bitching about life yet doing nothing to make it better. We're a self-centered race with selfish ideals. It's time to cooperate, stop lying and be real. Yeah. Channeling the deity, possibly, maybe, probably not, still a bit hazy. Crazy lately, not just today. I don't understand what goes on in my brain. Emphasizing on the beautiful things, looking like something out of Lord of the Rings. Smoking too much feels like not enough. Surprised that my lungs haven't given up. Redemption songs echoing around my head. Can't get comfy on hospital beds. Ripping up my mattress, tearing up my room, then quiet meditation, looking at the moon, learning beer, growing more hair, giving my friends and family one hell of a scare. Rather waves the pain, the discomfort, then relax and smoke a blunt. Take my advice, at least mull it over. If it feels right, it's what you're supposed to be doing. Be human, be transcendental. Fam, just make sure you don't go too mental. Take my advice, at least mull it over. If it feels right, it's what you're supposed to be doing. Be human, be transcendental. Fam, just make sure you don't go too mental. I've seen some things and I know a bit. I know I look like one massive tit. I've been milking it, ejaculating, exasperating my masturbation. I'm not clever, don't listen to me. I fucked my brain using LSD, experimenting on myself, now recuperating likely. Not fit to make this fucking statement. I've been in 6 nut houses, now I'm cracked. Sometimes I fucking need a slap. Talk me down, big me up, strap one up, shut up and get the fuck up. Why do these people keep handing me mics? So yes, cause I rip it up every time. I love rhymes, they tingle my spine and revitalize me. Now I'm feeling fine. Learn from me, laugh with me, don't spread spite. There's more than enough hate in the world tonight. Do what you want, if it don't hurt no one. I ain't got no more insights but these ones. Learn from me, laugh with me, don't spread spite. There's more than enough hate in the world tonight. Do what you want, if it don't hurt no one. I ain't got no more insights but these ones. Back into monotony, with a pocket full of prophecies, pointlessly pondering illogically manifested ideas that creep and sliver through the narrowing passages of my deluded brain. I'm not chasing fame, just embracing the change, switching from saint to burden in a matter of days. But what more could I want? I've got all I need. I'm not moping around, stressed, abusing trees. I tried that, but found that my problems grew into something that was too rough to chew through. So now I'm trying anything to try and fill some time, but it seems apt to formulate it into a rhyme. I guess I'm wasting time, but what's better to do? I work hard till I feel like I deserve a zoot, or maybe I don't, I just chill with my feet up. But it seems like my life's deteriorating. I'm not really sure what I should be facing, what I should run from, and when I should hide. So I come through with a grin and an abundance of lines. I know I've said it before, but I'm still confused, still struggling to analyze all the specks of truth, still wasting my lungs for the sake of fun, still chain smoking facts. I guess I must be dumb. So passing time is my favorite pastime. It involves good music and a sack of the primes, comfortable seating and good company. This is the manifestation of peace to me. I don't want much, I need even less. Even when stress hits, everything is still blessed. Well, in actuality it might not be, but if you're looking for a turd, then that's all you'll see. Catch me hopping platforms with a bowl of rice at the last minute before the warhead strikes. I try to live every moment like it was my last. Make the most of it, cause once it's past, it's impossible to go back and change the facts, so paint it black. Reality's for mugs, my reality is drugs, mental issues and love, and I'm still here screaming I can't get enough. But it seems like my life's deteriorating. I'm not really sure what I should be facing, what I should run from, and when I should hide. So I come through with a grin and an abundance of lines. I know I've said it before, but I'm still confused, still struggling to analyze all the smacks of truth, still wasting my lungs for the sake of fun, still chain smoking facts. I guess I must be dumb, but it's tough shit if you can't vibe to this. I'm not apologizing for the way that I think, the way that I act, the way that I speak, the way that I don't, the way I hide away and get into a zone, the way that I show love to anyone that deserves it, the way that I seem to be lacking a purpose. Wallowing in worthlessness won't gain you anything. To change the world, start from within, fuck dwelling on negatives, be proud and create. I'd rather face my fate with less regrets than mistakes. I'll be shouting this out till you hate my face, so brace and break when I grace the stage. I'm not about optimism, more about the real, the feels, the vibe, the vibrant colors and sounds, analyzing everything through distorted sights, so logically rational when I'm gripping on the mic. Good vibes I'm projecting with the light, manifesting deflect despite an envy with the words I'm addressing to myself, to the source and to everything, as I slowly learn to leave behind the sins, to progress, to grow, to nourish myself, to fertilize everything with my personal wealth, not chains and garms, and talking love and peace as I emerge stronger from all the defeats. Sit back harder, channel positive energy, no judgmental overtones, forgiving enemies, sprouting skybound from the tree of life, still rocking ragged clothes, not a suit and tie, seeing life as a gift that needs to be cherished, not distorted or devalued for temporary bliss. With love in my heart, I'm leaving a mark with the hope that others might overcome the dark. I get down sometimes, then I get back up, knock the dust off and get out of the rut, still striving to progress, still living the change that I want to see in this amazing game. I get down sometimes, then I get back up, knock the dust off and get out of the rut, still striving to progress, still living the change that I want to see in this amazing game. See, this ain't a sermon and I'm not a preacher, but life will teach us if we're willing to see it. I'm not into demeaning or gaining through trees, I'm finding strength in my weakness, got me leading a better life, crushing envy with trust, speaking out from a soul that is filled with love. I know I normally play the pessimist and get so bogged down that I forget to live, to enjoy, to cherish, to live in the moment, pacing screw-faced like my ego is bloated. But come chat to me, I'm relatively nice in this twisted world full of hatred and spite. I get down at times from the pressures of life, but then relax and rejoice in its perfect design. I want to help build and learn together, project love into this world full of cloudy weather. I get down sometimes, then I get back up, knock the dust off and get out of the rut, still striving to progress, still living the change that I want to see in this amazing game. I get down sometimes, then I get back up, knock the dust off and get out of the rut, still striving to progress, still living the change that I want to see in this amazing game. Cause I'm no longer bored, seeing life as a chore, I humbly accept my position No more wandering blind, looking for somewhere to hide. The real truth is stranger than fiction. So I'm rat-tat-tatting on the doors of life, where we all hold the keys to the kingdom. I'm not saying I'm wise or creating a disguise, but I think we should replace the system. So if you're ever down, feeling depressed, like you can't cope with the weight of the stress, remember life is a blessing, not a hex or a curse. Dwelling on negatives will only make it worse. Fuck regrets, make mistakes, this is life's classroom. And sure, I'm dissatisfied with the impending doom, but it's not all gloom. The sun will still rise, so live a little and feel the love inside. Still puzzled as I guzzle, diving straight into trouble without a crash mat or helmet, just a broken muzzle. Digging through the rubble, trying to gain some muscle, but the mundane bustle no longer seems subtle. You can hustle for greed, I'll be so in seeds, shouting one love at everyone that's lacking peace. I think that is what we need, so I'll drop my ego. Probably have you hating me by the end of the show, for clearing my mind of these deluded lines and the signs that say that I need to unwind, but my being still projecting the most positive vibes. Slew and deceptive guys whose pockets are lined with credit tokens soaked in blood. So throw a finger in the air if you're waking up. Rise above this mess, burn your suits and ties, bombard bastards with love in the form of rhymes. Still distracting myself with a load of self-indulgent behavior that damages my health. Not amassing wealth, just freezing bread, filling time over eating or blazing heads. Still distracting myself with a load of self-indulgent behavior that damages my health. I'm not amassing wealth, just freezing bread, filling time over eating or blazing heads. Some old school shit. Yeah, one time for your mind when I speak so divinely entwined with the spirit of rhymes. Fuck the future, cause when I'm gone the rat race alive just keeps moving on. And I don't know what the meaning of life is, get fucked up or get married with 5 kids, but I do know that my future's cold, and I be spending time trying to break their hold. I've been writing rhymes, trying to take control, or working overtime just to smash their molds. I've been spitting fire just to melt their ass. I be cooling your climate like a poltergeist, but now I'm focused, breathing these vulgar rhymes, and I've been working hard to expand my mind. I've been smoking, trying to bide my time. My rhymes are so strong you get a contact high, so why not take a picture as I fly on by without my feet on the ground but my head in the sky. And I'm trying not to be that guy rapping about guns and hoes and how I'm oh so fly, but I'm drifting slowly in this crazy little world, trying to find my purpose, but my purpose seems absurd. So I pop another pill, smoke another draw, reminisce about when I thought I knew the score, but the whole world's changing and I can't help but feel caged in, conditioned till we fade in. Thought thoughts circle my brain, it's like I'm going insane. We's the only thing that's keeping me sane, and insights from drugs, wondering what's above, and are we full of love or just drugged up thugs? Cause my aims do not include accumulation of things. It seems it's bigger puppets that are pulling your strings. Some back in the castles they pretend to be kings, yet you worship them and the terror they bring. They're turning landscapes into advertisements business, using chemtrails to spread a violent virus so that depopulation can come into effect, to start throwing us into camps if we ever object to this hellish system that is running our lives, destroying our esteem and erasing our rights, turning us into zombies that consume all these lies. It's time to stop and wonder, are we really alive, or just gliding slowly through the fabric of space, not living, just existing in this one-horse race? We need to fix the system and embrace the change, or else we'll all end up as government slaves. We need to fix the system and embrace the change. We need to fix the system and embrace the change. We need to fix the system and embrace the change, or else we'll all end up as government slaves. Rise up. I've been searching inside, learning things about life, seeing every bad thing as a blessing disguised, advancing from mistakes, and I'm free in my mind. Everything is one, but we aren't aligned. We need to free ourselves from these oppressive shackles, fight back and take over from these thieving assholes. People try to change the world, but change starts from within. Follow your own rules, don't let them tell you it's a sin. Don't treat them like authority, they have no control. It's imaginary, the power they think that they hold. So rise up and disobey these statutes, question everything, stop being afraid to dispute all the fake laws that they are trying to enforce. All they want is a compliant workforce that can take orders and won't answer back. We wouldn't even have TVs if they didn't distract us from the bigger questions in this voyage of life, like where did we come from, when and why, or what is our purpose in this parade of lies? To get fat and watch films till we wither and die, get a good job, a big house, 2 kids and a wife, and never ask questions about the meaning of life. But I can't live with these ignorant notions while nuclear waste's getting pumped in our oceans, vaccinations running rampant and we know they don't work. We need to fill our vessels with the product of the earth, not this chemical shit that gets shoved down our throats. Coca-Cola creating poison, selling ads with a smirk. There's fluoride in the water and the antidepressants. The banks who run this shit didn't even feel the recession. They were off buying cars and luxurious items, seeing the earth as a business and them as the titans. So can't you see that the system is fucked, and it won't be long till we're all out of luck. The new world order will be coming soon. We need to rise up before our future is doomed. So can't you see that the system is fucked, and it won't be long till we're all out of luck. The new world order is already here. We need to rise up and stop living in fear. We've got banks that invest in both sides of our wars, corporations running shit, they ain't showing remorse because power's what they crave. They've already got money. Take one look at this place and you will see that it's crummy. We've got scientists creating diseases in labs, eugenics emerging slowly, trying to show us a path. The Nazis never left, they got sent abroad. Operation Paperclip by the CIA. Now we're sliding into the rabbit hole of fascist dictators. The third world's dying out while we hog all the paper. But there's more than enough on this plentiful planet. They've been fabricating shit about the warming of our climate. Introduce new taxes and fees, making us pay more for oils and the gases we need. But even ancients knew about Tesla's inventions. He got shut down cause profit wasn't his intention. We could have free energy from toroidal flow. Instead we've got depletable resources powering our homes, and then they tell us that we need to conserve. They're shouting from the rooftops that we need to conserve. serve, which allows them to justify this thieving inflation. Banks are just loan sharks that are running our nations, stealing resources from foreign lands, and then they use propaganda to justify their plans. Label the enemy as terrorists, but they're fighting for peace. All of our armies resemble the Team America's world police, and then they tell us the lie that they're protecting us. But that bullshit doesn't hide that their wars are unjust. It should be clear by now, they're only in it for profit. All of these fake profits taken straight from our pockets, selling shit to us that we don't even need. But the path to enlightenment will never be impeded. Safe, bruv. So safe, bruv, what's up? How's it going? It's going good and I'm floating like it's snowing. Motorboating coast roads, smoking something potent, letting road and snow, cause I'm the ghost king. I'm not here to win, just to cleanse my sins and to leave a better future for my next of kin. Spray tags, grow grass, drive excessively fast, and we might get sustainability at last. Free energy doesn't fit with the nuclear dream, like everyone says. It's all about the cream. An obscene mob scene destroying all things green. Literal ghettos, but new hats for the queen. It's like a scene from Mr. Bean up on the grey screen. Directive psychologist inducing countless screams. It's all fake, it's not too late. It's time to wake and to slap these motherfuckers straight in their face. It's all fucked. See subliminally planted, helping us to take all our blessings for granted. But I'm in Atlantis studying some Sanskrit, and you know damn well I didn't forget a blimp. Ah shit, I did. That means no split, so I just enjoy all the other gifts. This place is beautiful, so I'll emphasize that in every single one of my fucking tracks. So if you don't like truth, bruv, then fuck you. My mind is sharper than a piranha's tooth. I've got too many books to fit on the shelves, at least in a metaphorical sense. Double decker XL, some cream for the swell. We need more monkeys to test our shaving gel. My trends, God sends 1 gram on a 10, and I'm still here standing taller than Big Ben. I lay landmarks in the dark while igniting the spark. Can't remember the last time I had a bath, but I know my first spliff, my first kiss, and the first time I ever got my dick licked. The last time I did, the first time I tripped on my mind left my body. I was still a kid. I remember thinking that I sussed it all, and then I got thrown back to the drawing board. It's all fucked. See subliminally planted, helping us to take all our blessings for granted. But I'm in Atlantis studying some Sanskrit, and you know damn well I didn't forget a blimp. Ah shit, I did. That means no split, so I just enjoy all the other gifts. This place is beautiful, so I emphasize that in every single one of my fucking tracks. So I think I've seen it. Maybe I didn't. Maybe the majority of it is still hidden. Maybe it's fiction. Could be tryptamine, a side effect from living and breathing trees. The primary cause of my sweaty pores is that I know exactly what I'm living for. Gloves, rugs, hugs, shrugs, nugs and dubs. Still feel uncomfortable at the popular clubs. Give me a damn basement and some dumping bass. A safe place for me to get off my fucking face. I don't need chandeliers or expensive booze. I've got a half a G, a crystal in the sole of my shoe. I go with the groove, always moving too, spitting out the truth till I'm 72. Fuck the rules, play the blues, stick that shit on loop. This music is more nutritious than the freshest fruit. Fuck anyone that's propagating hate to any entity or creature that is lucky to grace this luscious planet that we call our own. You have no right to dictate where anyone builds a home. I'd rather link up with a jihadist gang than walk alongside any of you ignorant cunts. The EDL are uneducated thugs. Fascism for breakfast and a pint for lunch. Hate talk on Facebook for afternoon tea. Then a big blog rant about Islamist thieves. My numbing propaganda as a second course. Fuck GMOs, I only want to know if it's a horse. Followed up by cheering at a sporting event. Essentially an advertisement for spending some bread. But I don't care, I'm content in my ways. So what if I'm a slave waiting for next month's wage? I fucking love this country and I'm taking it back. Stereotype a whole race to give me reason to act. They're stealing our jobs, running grooming gangs. White people have never done anything this bad. So don't call me a racist, I'm just saying the truth. If you really believe that, I hope you swallow a tooth. Now I'm not perfect, but I never judge a person based entirely on religious conviction. We're a fearing generation that is getting misled, worrying about their next line or a puff on that head. For CCTV, then listening devices. Big Brother is real and it's run by tyrants. Sniffer dogs on the train, then checkpoints and tags, pass cars and some oppressive curfew acts. Concentration slave camps and private police. It's just like Simon says, between them and the thieves. Sentenced without trial, labor pits for opposers. Martial law in a police state that's already disordered. I'm done procrastinating, it's time to react. Renounce my legal fiction and start burning down flags. Tag up some billboards, spray words of truth, elevate others so they can slip the news. Because the news is a bias, evil machine influenced by shareholders and the current regime. Demonizing anyone, using people as scapegoats. Publish any bullshit just to keep you distracted. Corporations control all the films and the charts. Prostitutes and rant boys producing horrible art. I don't get the appeal of a rapper that's dumb, that slurs all his fucking words like he's sucking his thumb. He's got no real content, just repeated lines about how he's clutching hoes and banging a nine. Overly produced and auto-tuned to death. It sounds like the whole scene has been smoking meth. Got a whole generation smoking weed every day, bragging about it on the mic like they've done something great. That is not an achievement, more a waste of time. I get stoned, but it doesn't define my whole life. But I'm a strong believer in herbal healing, and I will admit I find drugs quite appealing. They unlocked doors that were unknown in my mind. Pineal activation had me feeling divine. Researching constantly, trying to find the truth. Started expanding my mind and setting fire to boosts. Craving new experiences, altering my perception. Charted a path on a route that seemed incredibly destined. Learned about ancients and the knowledge they held. Saw alternative media and begun to rebel. Realized the mechanisms that kept me in place, and that teachers unknowingly lied to my face. Realized the media was a destructive tool. A new Goebbels giving orders to packs of fools to degrade our morals and our way of life. Emphasize corruption, greed and revenge, and an omnipresent sense of money is God, as a be-all and end-all to life on this rock. The most concurrent theme in all of the charts, laying out blueprints to try and charter our path. Hidden under symbolism and a government mask. They write everything from film scripts to books on the past. We celebrate our freedom and the life that we have. International divides got us in love with a flag. They encourage hate because it keeps us fearful and dense. It affects everything from your thoughts to your health. It's time to burn Parliament, send the Queen to a hostel, get the banking elite cleaning floors in a brothel, litter picking duties for corrupt politicians that have manifested this demonic vision to please their masters in the cult of thieves, the monarchs, dictators, and the banking elite. Secret organizations rooted in lies that keep feeding us shit because we respond like flies. Scribbling lines, glowing craters in minds. My rapping so tight that it will put you in binds. Spitting hard with the force, several forces combined. Create a gust that will leave all of the planets aligned. Scribbling lines, glowing craters in minds. My rapping so tight that it will put you in binds. Spitting hard with the force, several forces combined. Create a gust that will leave all of the planets aligned. You say you're spraying bars, I'm hearing rappling. I comprehend your point, but you ain't fit for this battle thing. So fuck a whip, I'm coming in on a dragon's wing. Laugh as you fucking faggots burn like a matchbox full of paraffin and raveling. Deeper meaning to this rapping thing is happening, and you ain't able to be challenging. My lyrics cause vibrations that will start your tails waggling and release energy in the space that I'm inhabiting. I think it's about time that you stop with the babbling. You're learning fuck all ancient secrets, I'm unscrambling. You're so fucking dull, it's like I'm talking to a mannequin. Fighting for this cause like a wise and mighty paladin. Immune to their poisons, man, I'm made out of pathogens. In my last life I was most likely a Jacobin. You think you got skill? Well, that's baffling. Take a look at yourselves and start the re-examining. Scribbling lines, glowing craters in minds. My rapping so tight that it will put you in binds. Spitting hard with the force, several forces combined. Create a gust that will leave all of the planets aligned. I'm not trying to be the hardest, just the baddest with the flow. Using my pen to write the scriptures that will batter all my foes. Take out my enemies without a physical attack. I overheat their brains, set fire to their synapses. Through these words that I'm stating as facts, I don't need to kill, they put themselves in body bags. I'm wrapping this game up with a sweet little bow. Hand it over to you, one laugh as it blows. With the energy of a nuclear fusion, I'm finding comprehension and you're just lost in confusion. Running laps around this planet and I'm sprinting through seas. I'm not your equivalent, I'm just better with ease. Puffing on fat spliffs are the finest trees. So don't gas to me cause your game's too weak. I'm standing on it, but you ain't even reaching this peak. I make all of your bars sound obsolete. I've been scribbling lines, glowing craters in minds. My rapping so tight that it will put you in binds. Spitting hard with the force, several forces combined. Create a gust that will leave all of the planets aligned. I'm aiming for the top, not dwelling at the bottom. Revealing sacred lights for the inhabitants of Sodom. Trying to steer us away from the edge of this cliff. Contemplating peace and harmony is more than a myth, but as a solution to the problems we're facing. We need to work together, but it seems we're all racing, competing with each other for material gain. We see the goal in this life as money and fame, but I prefer to view it from a spiritual perspective. What are you really gaining from being so aggressive and acting so hard when you're with your crew? I'm looking into things that you would never pursue, traveling deep into my being and I'm finding the truth. I bathe the swine, you shower in the fountain of youth. So now I've reached my conclusion for this period of time. We are nothing but a product of the things we design. I've been scribbling lines, glowing craters in minds. My rapping so tight that it will put you in binds. Spitting hard with the force, several forces combined. Create a gust that will leave all of the planets aligned. I've been scribbling lines, glowing craters in minds. My rapping so tight that it will put you in binds. Spitting hard with the force, several forces combined. Create a gust that will leave all of the planets aligned. Searching everywhere to find some peace of mind, craving some purpose or a meaning to life. Seeing ignorance spreading every day, people acting like rats raw, trapped in a maze. Searching everywhere to find some peace of mind. Searching everywhere to find some peace of mind. Searching everywhere to find some peace of mind. Searching everywhere. I need to stop dwelling on mistakes and advance on my path and stop letting my company dictate how I act. See, I'm searching for more than a dead-end job. I need to become more patient and stop being a slob. Distance myself from the fakes and the lies. Outside is perception, the truth is inside. I need to to drop my ego, start finding myself and promote progression so we start to excel. I need to learn more and stop getting distracted and put more thought into this life that I'm crafting. Stop procrastinating and believe in myself. Become more patient and start hitting the bookshelves. Drop the stress, start enjoying the moment. Realize that enlightenment comes in installments and we never stop learning till our bodies die and our souls go to a place that has always been inside. Searching everywhere to find some peace of mind, craving some purpose or a meaning to life. Seeing ignorance spreading every day, people acting like rats, we're all trapped in a maze. Searching everywhere to find some peace of mind, craving some purpose or a meaning to life. Seeing ignorance spreading every day, people acting like rats, we're all trapped in a maze. I need to stop with the judging and the undermining, become a beast on the mic with impeccable timing. Align my chakras, find peace inside, start being more grateful of the privilege of life. Raise my vibration, start playing a role that is peaceful but resistant as this madness unfolds. Meditate more and spend more time outside, away from the signals that are disrupting my mind. Challenge myself and become less passive, unchained from the things that are keeping me captive. Explore more, get back to nature, stop being controlled by restrictive legislation. Practice more often, improve with this craft. Smooth sailing gets boring, I want fast waters and a raft. I need to consciously transform into a stronger person, live by better morals and be more observant. Searching everywhere to find some peace of mind, taking some purpose or a meaning to life. Seeing ignorance spreading every day, people acting like rats, we're all trapped in a maze. Searching everywhere to find some peace of mind, craving some purpose or a meaning to life. Seeing ignorance spreading every day, people acting like rats, we're all trapped in a maze. I need to promote real change and start spreading these words, because we shouldn't have to decide between a douche and a turd. I need to be more honest and express my thoughts, analyze the bullshit that I'm getting taught. Become more active, help those in need, stop succumbing to money and giving in to greed. See that life's an illusion, just a point in time, and that we're just components in its divine design. I need to help others without selfish motives and bring some realness to the table, cause the scene is bloated. Expand my views and stop getting deceived and question everything that I think I believe. Become more conscious, start freeing my mind, give without goals and start being more kind. Stop contradicting and acting fake, start being myself and awaken the snakes. Sentiments about etiquette, energy drinks fueling a generation of kids. Balanced talons disguised as add-ons, diving in, shouting swanton bomb. Head over heels, still rolling forward. You lost my attention by the end of the forward. High scorers, new personal best, competitions for who's got the perkiest breast. Computers and amputations, dragons and wings. You can see anything on your new flat screen. Morbid to cute, interesting to spiteful. Mockumentaries about slaves holding rifles. Operations animals, natural wonders. Soaps ain't clean, they're filthy. Propaganda, you get me safe, bro. You don't know. Keeping it monosyllabic with flow. It's not serious, well it kinda is. See, I'm serious about taking the piss. Laugh at me, with me until you're dizzy. Going 30, feeling like I'm doing 60 miles per second. What do you reckon? Still probably got time for a game attack. I'm probably lose. Throw up on my shoes, blow a few fat clouds and try and make some tunes. Rolling out of bed looking like a crackhead, even when well rested, resembling death. Eyelids heavy, blood, I need blueberries, telling me I'm mad, bruv, I know already. Too sober for this, too stoned for that. My life like an episode of Art Attack. Spin out central, boom bap, instrumental soundtrack in my life as I go mental. Chasing the truth through a nettle bush, pulling thorns out from my dirty foot. I'm at the car boot, shot and stolen food, hacking servers and hijacking the news. My attention span spans a quarter of a gram, comfortably engrossed in analysing my hand, dissecting an atom, swimming with plankton and a load of other shit that I can't even fathom. It's not serious, well it kinda is. See, I'm serious about taking the piss. Laugh at me, with me until you're dizzy. Going 30, feeling like I'm doing 60 miles per second. What do you reckon? Still probably got time for a game attack. I'm probably lose. Throw up on my shoes, blow a few fat clouds and try and make some tunes. Welcome to the live acid trials. Catch me grinning with a smile, 4 faces wide, uninspired, still looking for a light. Not the holy one, I need to spark my life. What is life? Death, insanity, matrix, reality full of calamities. Bong rips, bong tips, tax not me. Fuck working for the greater need. Fuck you, fuck me, hug a fucking tree. Smoke cheese, drop ease, take a piss in the sea. Speak to deities, I'm believing free. You can be anything that you got the will to be. This flow is so sickly, you'll be needing medication. Breathing life into the shit, the main cause of inflation. I'm hearing way too much brainwashing shit, philosophical verses from ignorant kids. And I'm not trying to say that I'm the best in the game, but I'm writing for the love while you're writing for fame. There's way too many rappers spreading bullshit and lies. Too many idiots out there who think that they're wise. So fuck Lil Wayne Drake until she's Strider. And educated ignorance is all that they're providing. Stirring some bars doesn't create a song. You and Chief Keef will sound like mongs starting fights over lines on a track. Man, you could come back with words if you wasn't so whack. And what happened to Marshall? He sold his soul. Sounds like the Illuminati's wind up doll. He's not rapping for love, now he's rapping for them. For the new LP, I don't think he touched the pen. He says a lot of words, but the meaning is void. I hope the money was worth getting his soul destroyed. I never hear a real rap on the radio. All I hear is fake shit about guns and hoes. Lamar spitting fire, but his message is misleading. Do you see the real purpose in the hooks that you're repeating? What is with these rappers being overly aggressive? Man, I thought hip-hop was supposed to be progressive, but I'll keep pacing with my heads in the clouds while the minority keep trying to bring us down. I call it spreading truth, speaking straight from my heart, trying to get us to think and rise out of the dark. There's never enough truth in the songs I hear. While you putting on the front, you don't need to be scared to express yourself and to speak your mind. From what are you really trying to hide? I use this to vent and to channel my thoughts, to provoke some ideas, look outside of the box. Stop being defined by the limits and lines, or else you live your whole life inside the fake confines. Let's take the power back from these liars and thugs. Throw throwaway TVs and prescription drugs. They're influencing us in the worst of ways. Riots flaring up, looks like the end of days. Artists are only rich if they appeal to the masses. They all say the same things, looks like they're made out of plastic. Every other fucking song is about something drastic and planting stress into us, and now we're prone to panic. They wanna push fear around, distracts our thoughts, focus on the meaningless, and now we're all distraught. We idolize false idols and the glamour and glitz, and wonder how we ended up in this fake abyss. Last time I heard realness in a radio song was when RATM got the Christmas #1. So let's bring back real shit, cast away all the lies. Whole industry is fucked, it's been maliciously devised to keep us captive and imprison our minds. But I see through the deception and the man-made strife. We got pop stars that are behaving like sluts, worn out attention seekers that are looking like mutts. Mighty shakes our ass and the whole world looks, but we ignore the devastation that is caused by real crooks. They're trying to define what is important or not, trying to get us to think and live inside of their box. Charlie Sloth used to be real, what's with this gangster shit? If he's got fire in the streets, I'm bringing the blitz. Feels like I'm slipping away, mumbling vague, slipping away, mumbling vague, slipping away. It feels like I'm slipping away, mumbling vague, depressed nonsense, like I'm stuck in a cage. But this ain't a negative, I'm progressive track, just a coping mechanism for when things get bad. Every curse is a blessing, they're interchangeable. The glass is only empty cause the jug is full, but I'm still acting like a fool as I continue to fool myself. Anything a binge is good for my health, but it doesn't work, so I'm speculating about life and truth when my brain's decaying from too many drugs, perceived lack of love, too long spent pretending, putting on the fronts. Fuck pulling in the club, I'm not drawn to lust, I'd rather smoke a few cones and then cuddle up. Not like a sex drive, I'm not even high, just bored of the lies and carrying the disguise. I feel things that I'm not ashamed to say, even if I sound weak and desperate for a lay. Fuck a hard man act or some punchline rap, I'm bringing funky rhythms with the soul intact. Even if it's enticed, bruised, beaten and bad, I still stroll in, casually ask for a salad. For processed food, I'm not in the mood, I'm that dude, the school and all these ignorant fools on what not to do. Now I don't give a fuck about who she or who she fucks. Keep it gossip cause I'm fox, even miles ahead, drawing inspiration from my actual head, not overpriced underweight on organic veg. The stress almost had me wishing for a sudden death, but I still rap the dread, shouting peace and love, screaming from mountaintops till it's loud enough for the neighborhood to hear. So give me your ears and I will try my best to lessen the fear, the pain and stresses, the pressures and weight. It can't be only me, it's left with a bad taste. This goes out to all the sensitive emotional types, feeling that it's fine but don't fear a fight. See the light, defend yourself with all your might, but whenever you can banish hatred and spite, be compassionate, don't flop and give up, project love till all your friends wanna throw up from the cheesiness. But fuck what they think, would I still feel the same if I had a drink of course or what? I'm still showing love even when reciprocation isn't adequately just. Fuck dumbing it down or staring at the ground, get up and skank out like there's no one around. This track ain't about positivity, it's about being real about the things that you feel. So fuck repressing thoughts and hiding in fear, cause happiness is not waiting at the bottom of a beer on a tar roach or some CD case. Being addicted to that is just a waste. So if you didn't get my message, I'm gonna drive it home. It's one love to everyone, to every single soul, to every weeping angel slumped in a rut. Keep strong and love will always overcome, don't give up. It's one love for every soul, and I'll be representing that till the day I fold. It's one love for my brothers and sisters in arms, it's one love for everyone no matter who you are. And one more time to make sure you get my point, cause spreading love seems to be the best use of my voice. craving intimacies, the smoke and cheese. So psychoanalyzing all my lucid dreams, baffled and amazed, looking for clean grades that doesn't cause kerfuffles up inside of my brain. See, I'm a cross between a stray dog and a sloth. How high to getting made while I jump like frogs. I spent a good portion of my youth on various couches, watching documentaries and smoke bombing houses. Drugs are mad, life is mad, the mind is, you guessed it. I want a full breakfast, not my name on guest list. Allow fame, fuck pain, straight in the brain. Penetrate the earlobes and stimulate cell gain, growth. Thoth, is that you talking? It could be the drugs, but I see some dead men walking, talking, squawking, contorting, then vanish at light speed, flying back to their home planet. I want to massage peace in the Middle East, anonymous communities and countless feet could have cannabis plants 10 feet tall and liberty on the grounds of common law. I just chat shit when I make this rap shit infused with piff. I try not to think while I do a little bit, but I'm feeling more. Excuse me, love, can you please cup my balls? Is there a point? There's those on the peyote cactus. I'm just trying to get a free triple over the atlas. Supply labor and songs, a droning tongue. Endless hours rambling, going on and on, towing the bandwagon to the cave of the dragon. Nah, you probably shouldn't drive after drinking a flagon. What don't kill you could make you morbidly depressed, so chill the fuck out and blaze a fat head, bust a nut, read a book, actually go outside, eat food other than burgers and fries. Nah, why not? I'm not here to judge, leave that to the mermaids in the clouds above. Steroid injected pigs who's got a spare rib. Is it for a transplant? I don't get this shit. Placebo anesthetics, debts on credit, helicopters over places where there's spikes in electric. The system is literally ridiculous. 59 pubs, not one shop for bud. In the mode of goodness or maybe ignorance. Hold on a minute, I misplaced my drink. So la 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 la. Nah, I'd rather spit a bar, emulate a non-existent instrument, stick a fat beat behind it and distort the bass drop. One bomb, don't bother to wait in no time, you'll be flying off your fucking face, son. Pure drugs got me losing trust. Free hugs for thugs is my policy, bruv. Business plan, smoke a gram, dance in the window with my cock in my hand, detached from outcomes. Read philosophy attentively, listen to everyone's speech, blacklist for shit chat, actions that are cat, and for not giving me a fucking rap. Lay in your bed, shit lay in the fucking grass. Do what you want, you'll never know if you never ask. Release intention through meditation, a victim of circumstance and hesitation. Medicines from the dirt, not government labs, but if they grew buds I wouldn't be half as mad. So nah, fuck that, brick an MP's car, fight their drones with weapons up in the stars. Star Wars, Flash Wars, wait, there's not a war. What about that war that is killing the poor? The other 12 wars also killing the poor. All these wars just seem to be killing the poor. Bankers must surely be committing benefit fraud for funding all these wars that are killing the poor. Wait, yay. Sat ever so still on my windowsill, still on the windowsill, still on the windowsill. Still craving intimacy, how to break off cheese, experiencing more vivid and lucid dreams. All my hopes and fears, my subconscious thoughts, getting DMT straight from the source. WhatsApp, what's that? Aloud, I love speaking gibberish and crap. I've seen it more than once recently, like 3 times a month, meditating, counting to infinity, then arriving at epiphanies. Go, stop, road ahead, block, diversion, then bob to the shops. Feeling like a Looney Tune, seeing fractals in place of the moon. Sacred symmetry, flowers of life, making up all of these beautiful designs. Serenity engulfing me, emphasizing on sowing seeds, nourishing them, enjoying watching them grow into more flows with more plot holes, border screens. Give me natural landscapes, give me fields of green or fresh hot plates. Organic living, respect is what I give the earth for everything that it's given me since my birth. It reciprocates all of the favors, living harmoniously like happy neighbors. Love is what I preach when I slur my speech, planting my feet so deep that it eats sandlands and lots of contraband. Consciousness flowing like a stream or something that flows and grows, feeling it all the way from my soul to my bones, feeling it all the way from my soul to my bones as it grows and grows and elopes and explodes, feeling it all the way from my soul to my bones as it grows and explodes and elopes and capodes and goes exploding all over the romance. Some sort of potent doman, no load of comas, and then hit it like a fucking stoner, mumbling over my words like I'm supposed to. Oh no, hit it with a flow. The next word could be any of the above statements that I've been paraphrasing for the nation to procrastinate with while I'm aging impatient. Wouldn't be surprised if there's a statement complacent in nature and rather inflatant and rather infatuated with a bass slip and rather infatuated with my wages. It's like, oh. So please take me to the stoner's paradise, where the bowls are packed and the bodies ever tight. Please take me to a land for the free, where I won't get prosecuted for smoking some weed. So please take me to the stoner's paradise, where the bowls are packed and the bodies ever tight. Please take me to a land for the free, where I won't get prosecuted for smoking some weed. When the flint ignites with a glimmering light, I'm transcending all the stress with a hit from my pipe, while there's cokeheads stealing shit for the white. I'll be sat back chilling, smoking spliffs tonight. It's like I found a missing piece that I keep for the lock. Synthetics on the way, I see Mary like a god. She relieves my soul and she eases my pains. Life no longer seems to struggle, I see sunshine through the rain. Belief is more than I can put into words. It declutters my mind, gives me chance to observe all the beautiful things on this incredible planet. Would we even know peace if we didn't have the balance between life's little ups and downs? When I'm blazing green, I'm never left with a frown. I view it as a gift from a wonderful earth. The power of this planet's got me feeling immersed. So please take me to the stoner's paradise, where the bowls are packed and the bodies ever tight. Please take me to a land for the free, where I won't get prosecuted for smoking some weed. So please take me to the stoner's paradise, where the bowls are packed and the bodies ever tight. Please take me to a land for the free, where I won't get prosecuted for smoking some weed. The herb asks me to heal and to discover myself. I'd rather own a farm than amass a load of wealth. How can people still be saying negative shit about this amazing thing that is so full of bliss? They don't understand, they've been blinded by lies about how drugs are bad and you should never get tie. The danger's only there in this man-made crap. There's some mind-blowing secrets inside Liberty caps. We need to stop abusing our plants. It's a tool for us to use to advance on our paths, not for us to come dependent on. Cause then what's gonna happen when all the weed is gone, vanishing in smoke, just like my worries and cares. The weight is lifting, the important things are clear. It grows completely by the fragrance in the air, slowly drifting away from the side of despair. So please take me to the stoners paradise, where the bowls are packed and the bodies ever tight. Please take me to the stoners paradise. Please take me to the stoners paradise. So please take me to the stoners paradise, where the bowls are packed and the bodies ever tight. Please take me to a land for the free, where I won't get prosecuted for smoking some weed. So please take me to the stoners paradise, where the bowls are packed and the bodies ever tight. Please take me to a land for the free, where I won't get prosecuted for smoking some weed. Strange that. This experience is strange and I can't fully explain all the thoughts that crash land in the depths of my brain. So this one's for the strange. Those feelings arranged through channel pain through music to try and escape. This experience is strange and I can't fully explain all the thoughts that crash land in the depths of my brain. So this one's for the strange. Those feelings arranged through channel pain through music to try and escape. Came to set it off right, go and bump in the night. Your gas and sprouted from a hunchback spine. One line at a time, rage building inside, projecting my insecurity and fall on spite. So don't tell me how to live when I'm bored of this shit. Scoring draws and shit, piff on a 0.6. Nestled in with a pig, still slipping in abyss. Unnecessarily pissed, but still spitting it crisp. With some charred ass bars, I'm not the light in the dark. I'm like a dog salivating, ripping off your bra. Cooned in a fast-paced damn slaves rat race. The universe flashes over my vacant face. So fuck race, fuck the sterile censorship. I'm not hiding from the bleakness in the life we live. I'm just bouncing to the music and chatting some shit, trying to charm life chauffeur for another free blimp. This experience is strange and I can fully explain all the thoughts that crash land in the depths of my brain. So this one's for the strange. This feeling's arranged to channel paint the music to try and escape. Because this experience is strange and I can fully explain all the thoughts that crash land in the depths of my brain. So this one's for the strange. This feeling's arranged to channel paint the music to try and escape. I really can't believe it. 30 scraps of paper for a silver Jesus. Are we so lost that we're referring to God as something that will bless us for turning up? Fuck sanity, I'm happy teetering on the edge, a few steps away from a section bed. Never drawn to fakeness, blaze bliss for day trips, grinning through gritted teeth as I bathe in my pit. This ain't fresh from the wash, this fuck scarred and botched. The rap cannibal merged with disgusting slob, vulgar sloth spewing tons of froth. Chemistry merged with toxins from nutritionless sloth. The next blind prophet emerging from the cesspit, smelling like a homeless man just smoked a dipped out cig. Raw truth from the gut of existence, ignorance amplified with a conviction of wisdom. This experience is strange, can fully explain all the thoughts that crash land in the depths of my brain. This one's for the strange. This feeling's arranged through channel paint the music to try and escape. Because this experience is strange and I can fully explain all the thoughts that crash land in the depths of my brain. So this one's for the strange. This feeling's arranged through channel paint the music to try and escape. I'm not drawn to the books, I'm just caught in their hooks, clinging on as I watch it crumble. Deluded and confused, still neck and back bruised. My mind stays clouded, so I mumble. Still stumbling through, looking ragged as fuck, flagging trust to try and boost my ego. But when it all wears off and I'm shrunk in the wash, I'm still on the shit path hitting potholes. I know that there's more, but it seems like a chore, so I spit dark raps and grumble. Feeling it slipping away, but I still wanna stray and take the hard path through this jungle. Cause it's worth all the pain at the end of the day. Higher sense is getting closer to God. But that's a bait, fake label, sucked out from a fable. So I'm happy to keep living in this dream. This experience is strange and I can fully explain all the thoughts that crash land in the depths of my brain. This one's for the strange. This feeling's arranged to channel paint the music to try and escape. This experience is strange and I can fully explain all the thoughts that crash land in the depths of my brain. This one's for the strange. This feeling's arranged to channel paint the music to try and escape. Something like trying to stick a nail in an egg. Something like trying to stick a nail in an egg. Something like trying to stick a nail in an egg. Something like trying to stick a nail. So catch me superglued to a chain link fence. Something like trying to stick a nail in an egg. The edge is more splattered with fragments of phlegm. Yesterday's breakfast and carcinogens. I found liberty and toxicity, also epiphanies and tranquility. Glitches in the matrix, disappearing stars, ceiling on my face then falling apart, smashing and scattering all over my floor. So I picked the pieces up and built something more. Pyramids, transdimensional spaceships stuck together with glue from a model plane kit. Improvising life, preparing to fail, but when I go out leading an army of whales, snails, bits of kale up on a leash. Now fuck that, I'll be petrobomb KFC with sensory objects. It's microscopic, but everyone keeps on searching on for it. Is it gold power minerals or stronger arms? It's literally turning into human farms. More sweat, less break shit pay. Yes, boss, I need a job like I need a robot frog. Can't you feel in a swamp with some heavy fog? I need a job like I need a trip to docks with sensory objects. It's microscopic, but everyone keeps on searching on for it. Is it gold power minerals or stronger arms? It's literally turning into human farms. More sweat, less break shit pay. Yes, boss, I need a job like I need a robot frog. Can't you feel in a swamp with some heavy fog? I need a job like I need a trip to the docks. So interpretations, analysis, books on hundreds of millions of subjects. All these scrolls passed down through the hands of crooks. Emerald tablets, monuments, where gold? Who sold for an IOU? Promissory notes covered with spackers of glue. Whatever's in your bag here could be cat's poo. Still kills the flu. Who are these fools scribing hydromethyl electron infused carboxylated pre-super exhumed with a touch of lavender for its lovely flagrance advertising language like Korean propaganda? Are you really surprised? Told you wearing bandanas. National extort taxes, robbery, lotteries, looting. The majority is some monopoly, some evil schemes. Hatred perpetuated, causing seismic shifts. More souls lost wandering in the abyss. Cause you work in the late shift, clocking in late, trying to catalyze fate's bar, smoking an eighth. I blaze my body weight 3 times a week. Inhale so deep that it goes straight to my feet. Incessantly ramble and get carried away. Ah shit, there goes my fucking brain. Hatred perpetuated, causing seismic shifts. My soul's lost wandering in the abyss. Catch you work in a late shift, clocking in late, trying to catalyze fate's bar, blazing an eighth. I blaze my body weight 3 times a week. Inhale so deep that it goes straight to my feet. Incessantly ramble and get carried away. Ah shit, there goes my fucking brain. I can't find it. Pass me the light, quick. A fire stick so that I can ignite it. Saber tooth, drinking orange juice. Lost shoes for choosing to take the wrong route. It's a strange place, planet of the apes. Not far past mass graves, steam trains and slaves degeneratively advancing and then occasionally collapsing closer to cancer, to anger, but never an answer. Allow black man, bro, I'd rather eat a masala. Corporate ladders and snakes and berry prime pins so small I squinted, close half my eyelids, scan the demands. I knew it like the back of my hands, so trying to find a grant and grow a plant. Still lean up, but with better balance, blowing smoke rings on one leg while spinning an atlas. There is no sense, no time to peace when at least commission killings on any streets. The world is run by thuggish knuckleheads who only got their bread cause they took our bread. Food that ain't food lies on the news, more painful to the senses than pulling a tooth. Brain dead puppets, mad professors, vacancy for executive witchcraft director. There is no sense, no times of peace when at least commission killings on any street. The world is run by thuggish knuckleheads who only got their bread cause they took our bread. Food that ain't food lies on the news, more painful to the senses than pulling a tooth. Brain dead puppets, mad professor, vacancy for executive witchcraft director. To progress, not impressed with the best. You look like scared birds outside of the nest. I'm investing time to ensure elevation. Fuck fake bills, I want a huge plantation, abundance of food, a field full of trees, future people time traveling to get this cheese, a clean landscape and a detox breeze, but we're falling off faster than cripples on skis. Man, the shit of chatters we're waiting to speak. Everyone's affiliated with a gang or a clique, harder than a brick, can break you like a stick, but I'm trying to resist hatred, even to this prick, same power my brain, and cope with the strain. I'm not getting tied down, we're restraining chains, not looking for projects that real gains, spray faster than a zoom or fall for a plane, bracing the pain, setting flame to your game, embarrassing the lame that think they can spray. I radiate beast when I'm gripping the mic, I'm by eternal, I sleep in the day on the night, spring your fast bars, make it sound like shit, make you wanna give up, I stitch your wrist, I'm more precise than a kung fu master's kick, quick scope bars fired, straight from the hip, mutated flows, driven toxic away, subbing lodge to the table, fuck blind faith, and scrabble, elegance flows in my mouth, the cop circles on the ground from north to south, educating the arrogant, not controlled by management's mental force, you text me like laminate, open the third eyes, gaining extra senses, climbing more and more of these mental fences, words that speak vibes happen with your feet. I'm in my bars when you're walking down the street, motivate you to enlighten everyone you meet and restore the courage not to cower in defeat. Fluids that I lose cause pupils to dilate, complete lucid trying to avoid getting irate, suppressing rage, spitting bars for days. I'm a solid go-to to your shade decay. My state's a result of meditation and high grade. If you're awake, not an ignorant slave, not wasting away for the shit that's the page. Just stay in the prey with this verbal display, conveying dismay with amazing array. So bring a 16 or a rhyme and essay. Can't understand you, it sounds like you're lagging. Are you spitting bars or the victim of a hanging? You show more than you spent rhymes, hit like a brick. I'm smash windows you were trying to lick. I'm out for the cause, jump starting the wars, drop doors to the floor when I start to explore my cynical minds in a world gone blind. All you'll find when I recite my lines is a bitter skeptic shouting lies, smoking too much weed. I'm wasting time, but I shine when I rhyme. This mic here is mine, even if it's on fire, I step over the line. Flow like the sea, I'm cold like the breeze. Predictable, I know, but I sting like a bee. I got varied trees from cherry to cheese. These back slash verbal athletes. Relentless when I speak, lyrical stampedes, knock down crowds, tip overseas. Upholding the truth as I'm reading the booth, taking out hoop tunes, start the back in the troops, tackling brutes, damaging dudes, and slap you with my shoes. I'm moving to the groove, despicable lies and deceptive guys veering off far towards being wise. You can see it in my eyes. I'm a lord from the skies, from the charge to hoarding all of the pies. Please ask yourself if you're really alive, what you've accomplished, if you dropped and died, if you slaved away for a guy in a tie. If the truth got blood and you believe the lies, don't exaggerate, there is no truth, just tangled lies and illogical proof, deceptive scams, mindless fun, prescribed activities out in the sun. It's time to transcend, escape this rock, leave our vessels and wash them raw. There's too many poisons polluting my brain, I need a detoxins, engulfing strain, neurotoxins in water, pop with aspartame, fucked up car spraying, acid rain. I'm aiming for the summit, not stopping when I'm done, not gonna end up in a disgusting scum pit, not gonna run away when the world starts crumbling, pushing the front line. I be hyped up, jumping, recover from stumbles, now I wear my sights, don't torch the people till they see the lights. I'm swarming them up, I'm about to erupt, I be chasing my spit like a bunch of ducks. Your bars are equal to a speck of dust, so I'm taking the edge, cut off crust, don't go challenging to me. You're blatantly weak, I make close that ring piece between your cheeks, make you wallow in defeat and your outlook bleak. I'm a lyrical geek on an immaculate spree, so continue rhymes, the shallow and dry, telepathically giving the opposition black eyes, stronger than a mixed race monster zoot, harder than attempting to tune a loot. I'm verbally adhesive, got glued to my speech, I'm extending my reach with intention to teach all these eaching dickheads that are breaching the peace. I'm not here to preach, just here to lay siege, to impeach your press and wake all the sheep. I'm incredibly deep, fuck authority decrees, I'm increasing degrees, I want to live free amongst the motherfucking forestry. I've been thinking, binging, bringing back the sick shit, and I don't care if you nitwits dismiss it, cause my lyrics, they are getting transmitted, and your crown has just been submitted. So I think it's time to explore our minds, to let go of limits and find the time to do what we want with this measure of life. We need truth to prevail in these times of strife, so don't let the bad times get you down. You can learn much more from a smile than a frown. Stray away from the negatives and search for truth. The only real answers are inside of you, not inside of a book or a page that you view. That shit is worthless when it's compared with you. We need to shift focus and expand our brains and start rising up before we all get slain by these warmongers that are running the scenes. They're telling us who to hate and what to believe. I'm sick of their shit and I'm exposing their lies. They try to slow me down, but I won't stop till I die. I've been thinking, binging, bringing back the sick shit, and I don't care if you nitwits dismiss it, cause my lyrics, they are getting transmitted, and your crown has just been submitted. I've been thinking, binging, bringing back the sick shit, and I don't care if you nitwits dismiss it, cause my lyrics, they are getting transmitted, and your crown has just been submitted. They're trying to make us ill and pollute the air. I'm not paranoid, I'm just getting prepared for what comes next after these savage affairs. I hope I'll still be here to combat my fears of a one world system that would ruin this earth, deplete our resources and leave us with dirt until we're killing each other for our own survival. It's happened many times, it's a vicious cycle, but we never learn from past events. It's like our race is just lacking the sense to move forwards and to mount the offense against these sick bastards that are claiming defense and are destroying people and the places they live. They're so ready to take, but they rarely give back to the people they are meant to be serving. They think they reign supreme, but I see them as vermin. I've been thinking, binging, bringing back the sick shit, and I don't care if you nitwits dismiss it, cause my lyrics, they are getting transmitted and your crown has just been submitted. I've been thinking, binging, bringing back the sick shit, and I don't care if you nitwits dismiss it, cause my lyrics, they are getting transmitted and your crown has just been submitted. So how come everyone keeps buying this shit? Fighting war for resource, it makes me feel sick how we've cheapened life, put a price on it. World war's coming soon, so they tell us keep fit, so we can't fight with unhealthy soldiers. Conscription's on its way, free time is over. They feed us distractions through music and films, programming our minds to defend their views, glamorizing heroes and distorting truth. Let's get rid of hierarchy and state-run news. They're not out to inform, they divide and use us as puppets just to push their views. And we think we're so clever, yet we always lose. Surveillance on the rise and we never choose where our reactions can be viewed by these creeps. An RFID chip doesn't make you complete. You're sounding like a tool and your views seem weak, but I guess that's what happens when you're following sheep. Paralyzed where I stood. Paralyzed where I stood, fully stricken with fear, wishing the situation would just disappear. I blacked out, woke up with a gun in my hands, but pouring from a suit with an irrelevant brand. Men are racing guns, I feel compelled to run, but I can't release myself, my body's stunned and numb. Hear the stomping of boots as I crash the ground, the clinking of steel as they push my face down. I'm in a dreamlike state, dazed and confused. The next time I looked up, I was already on the news. People shouting all around, kicking me while I'm down. Got beaten in the police van as he took me to town. Possessed by their robots, into a cell, people I didn't even know, making my life a hell. Come to think of it, what is my life? I can't remember anything from before this night. A black spot, was it a month or a year? I can't have done this, is not what it appears. I'm drowning in fear, terrified is clear, ripping follicles of hair from my bloodstained beard. I'm going mad, endlessly looking for clues as to how I ended up here, battered and bruised. I recall being at work, shifting some coke, some real clean shit, straight off the boat. We were sailing to a suit from some agency who had the men in black look down to a T. He scanned us with his eye, smiled and waved goodbye, but I had a gut feeling he was one of the bad guys. But we laughed positively, we enforced in our belief that we were heading on a righteous course. My memory starts to get hazy after that. Opposition is pointless when you're already trapped. I heard whistles from myself, a political hit, then a voice in my head says you're just doing your bit, contributing to the greater good. I failed to pinpoint the voice, I tried as hard as I could, then it still walks up, I'm gone by a prick, basically just trying to make me his bitch. He leads me towards a secluded room and says, sign this or face your doom. It's the same for the court, already prepared, saying I'll plead guilty if my life is spared. And thus I was hired by the Mujahideen. I got paid millions by some infamous dope fiend. He hired me and I came through, shot Theresa May straight out of the blue. But I can't recall any of these events. It seems like something that they are trying to invent or implant deep in my mind. But he says that I'll die if I don't sign the lines. To see visions of syringes, lab coats and chains, repeated mottos getting hammered into my brain. TV screens, computers, balls and files, bottles of acid, and there's me cleaning the tiles. I wake up to a lock, maybe another building. Every muscle in my body was severely aching. The next week is almost completely blurred. Interrogations and plea bargains all sounding absurd. Blackmail and death threats, more beatings and shame. More time sharing everyone cursing my name. But I was starting to put the pictures together. I think I was brainwashed at a government centre to play a part in some twisted plot. But I wasn't even conscious when I fired the shot. A new man walks in, wants to be my defence, and says it's not my fault, I committed the offence. In solidarity, he explains to me how I was manipulated by devilish thieves to play a part in a political game. Shake the mainframe, give a scapegoat for blame, give a cause for more war and more shame, more gore and more pain. International disdain, he promised me he would help, so there was loads of proof that loads of other people had had this done to them too. From JFK, John Lennon to MLK, brainwashed assassins hired for corporate gain. But then he left, excited by his newest case, and that was the last time I ever saw his face. After another week of beatings, I started to cave. They never intended on me leaving that place. As I flip on the switch As I flip on the switches, my brain goes into hyperforce. My mind contorts and gets confused by contradicting thoughts. I'm slightly bored, feels like sleepwalking in revolving doors, observing the shuffles of what seems like a zombie horde, a parasitic infection on this dying brown grass that eats the nutrients and shits out piles of crap. I'm bringing fresh flavors that are pungent and strong, an ink pot full of bleach to pen my letter bombs, eerily parading on the outskirts of forgotten land, directing homes from salvaged wood and bottles of sand. Fuck this bland, fickle nonsense, I'm bursting at the seams, spilling out crisp notes like a faulty cash machine, so you can catch me transfixed in a field full of dreams, clawing at my eyes until I'm forced to see all these distorted visions and disturbed imagery. My words equate apples from a forbidden tree, cause the world's insane and I'm confused right now. We got people slaving away to milk corporate cows, deceptive types and the ones that lie, and the ones who want credit but they never try. I'm trying to advance lost in a smoky days, running endless laps around this crazy maze. This all a charade, getting played like a game. Fuck it, I guess I'll smoke another spliff for the grades. So up in smoke, that's where my money goes. I'm gripping on tight, but I can't seem to get a hold. I'm craving something more, some food for my mind, something other than drugs they use to pass the time. Some good company and a discussion of thoughts, time to clear my head of the distorted discords. I'm still bored, still searching for a purpose in life, still escaping with rhymes spat out on a mic. I'm not the elegant type, but there's no devilish spite, no outlandish lies. I'm just projecting what's inside, I'm manifesting it into a world that's blind. Just being honest with myself, this ain't a rant or a whine. Reflecting on my thoughts, trying to make a change, struggling to react to a world that's deranged. I'm getting sick of the games and sick of the lanes. The separations will cause the earth to go up in flames, cause the world's insane and I'm confused right now. We got people slaving away to milk corporate cows, the deceptive types and the ones who lie, and the ones that want credit but they never try. I'm trying to advance lost in a smoky days, running endless laps around this crazy maze. This all a charade, getting played like a game. Fuck it, I guess I'll smoke another spliff for the grade. Slipping deeper in the void, but finding inspiration, realizing that there really aren't any limitations. Gaining motivation, feeling weird sensations, positive vibrations through self-medication. Learning about myself, getting comfortable, but I'm still puffing trees, avoiding constables. Realizing I don't care if you don't like what you hear, but it's my duty to broadcast it straight to your ears. Drowning out the fear, gaining clarity. I still rack a track with some vanity, laughing heartily as sanity escapes me. Zoned out, running laps in a field of dreams, blindly wandering through these perilous paths with a mind full of thoughts, journey spliff full of hash, grabbing life by the horns as I kick it in the balls, searching for meaning in the lines that I scroll. Yeah, it's time to wake up. It's time to wake up, stop swallowing lies, start ascension, unleash our minds. Malevolent beings are running this world with expensive suits and ties as disguise, polluting our brains with incredible thoughts. Treating us like pathetic inferior dwarfs, got us all distracted with gaining wealth so we can buy all the shit that they endorse. Glued to boxes that degrade our minds, robbed by the system with immoral fines. They're funding corruption, war and terror, and they spray all our foods with pesticides. We're living like slaves and it's not sustainable. More laws and prisons, they're trying to cage us all, trap us all within an unfair system, undermine nature and ancient wisdom, save us through money and debt, keep us scared with staged attacks and threats, plotting out wars to enrich the banks, then ignoring the screams of the crippled vets. People dying from disease when we found the cure because the pills filling their pockets more. Media whores get used to promote, but I'm drawing the line like an underscore. They rule from the shadows while we think that we're free, but I'm sick of getting governed by these fascist thieves disguising themselves as lords and saviors when all they really are is control freaks. Religion is evil, fake and misleading, interconnected with Masonic dealings. They're preaching faith, but I'm screaming reason. Don't hide, stand up and face your demons. The course control spread far and wide. We will never advance with this increasing divide. Unite to progress, take words from the wise, but we're easier to handle if we all collide. We're killing each other over trivial issues, bickering for hours over pointless disputes, which have been predesigned by superficial freaks. Some righteous egomaniacs distorting the truth, selling drugs and sex to a misguided youth. It's all I ever hear about in the popular tunes. Burning generation getting force-fed lies, completely disillusioned, acting like goons. They glamorize and hold us that are robbing us blind. Sell us to corporations from the day that we're born. I'm a sovereign being that is free to roam, so don't restrict me with borders cause I'm not your pawn. We're so primitive we keep resorting to violence, fighting over who's betraying the most savage of tyrants, never backing down or swallowing pride, too engrossed in our egos to ever be silent, influenced by everything that we see with our eyes. The media monopoly is just feeding us lies and planting subliminal thoughts into our minds. It's the NWO and it's satanically devised to keep us passive and reactive and shackled in chains, fabricating paradise, no ever ask of a change. To call us civilized would be simply deranged. Puppets come and go, but the leaders are the same. Take the red pill, stop living their lie, a fake utopia that is hell in disguise. Cause if we carry on, we'll cause our own demise. But if we spread the truth, we all can rise. But if we spread the truth, we all can rise. But if we spread the truth, we all can rise. Like egg fried rice, eat that so nice, and then just come right through, so divinely inspired. Just speak my mind a million times in about a million rhymes, and then just say a million times I'm out of mine and smoke too much in a fucking pantomime. It's like, oh, said that weird flow, said that bang bang and then slowed down right now in around the town, and then she went round and round on a roundabout for 4 days straight. Off of my face, download my mixtape, man, it's probably late, great bait, but also rather intrusive to my lifestyle, and you know that's just my music. You know, it's just the point, twisted up like the end of a joint. Twisted up like a cross joint, twisted up like the end of a joint, twisted up like twisting in bed, twisted up like twisting up a fed, twisted up like twisting up a bed. Wasteman. So go die in a lake, you fucking waste the space. I'll hit you with the rake, spray you with the mace. 24/7, I'll be off my face, looking ragged as fucking like a big disgrace. I'm a waste man, and it's easy to tell. Living for the day whales get a Taco Bell. I'm always acting rowdy and hyping up shit, and it's guaranteed that nothing I say is legit. I'm a dirtbag, worthless piece of shit, robbing OAPs for another crack hit, starting on people for nothing at all, grinning so much that my whole jaw's deformed. I'm always spraying rounds, fully automatic, pick the donuts in a field. Now my windscreen's shattered. Don't even leave my bed until I'm totally plastered. People argue over calling me a twat or a bastard. I'm a cunt to the highest possible degree. Getting angry at jihad for stealing BBC Three. It's never a good night until I'm puking up, or till we see a weaker person and steal all of this stuff. I'm menacing with words, that's why I carry a strap. Hold on, I think I should rewrite that. I'm a keyboard warrior, never face to face, and the only free drinks are a hypno-laced. I big myself up when I'm with my friends, but I run away scared when there's no other defense. I'm banned from the spa for stealing some brew, and before you even roll, I'll ask for after you. I'll top load a spliff, then smoke it to myself. I'll do it blatantly, without a speckle of stealth, shouting abuse at people that are lacking respect, always getting battered for my unpaid debts. I may be a twat, but I'm not that dumb. Follow public opinion is my rule of thumb. I'm always ranting about ridiculous shit, like there isn't even any fucking cheese on my chips. Bragging online about how I slapped my bitch, then deleting it later and saying she tripped. Selling crack rocks to school children's kids, attack the headmaster and then feed on his ribs. Some generic filler bar about guns and hoes, another about drugs and luxurious boats. I'm a real G, I was raised in the streets. Completing GTA is my only degree. See, I'm a homophobic, racist, sociopath, and I never be myself. I got more confidence to act. My head's fucking fried and I'm always agitated. I only speak to my friends when they receive their pay slips. Women. I went from long days and delayed trains to slow cars but higher grades. Bus passes to busting my ass. Boring classes to embodying class. Flappies to beanies, emo to rapper, antichrist to messiah with a crippled swagger. Patient to doctor, tadpole to a monster. Rock lobster, the top of the roster. Crushing imposters, swigging cancer fosters. Now I got better music but a shittier posture. Went from spewing in the streets to toilets and sinks. Once I reached the legal age to start sinking drinks. Drugs gone from exciting to everyday life, and damn fucking right I still love this sight. I'm still getting too fucked, I'm regretting it less. Gain control and understanding, now I'm feeling blessed. Life is a funny thing and it's making me sing. Running laps chasing mysterious women. The best answer that I got is that I don't really know, but I batter up the bush when I rip up a flow. I'm still the same, half right, half lemon water, half watching documentaries on Chinese torture. Still saying still, cause not much has changed, at least in the way that I administer the flames. Still absurd and profound, floating like a cloud, scared to look down cause I can't see the ground. Inevitably generic, still paralytic, still spreading a message that's not pathetic. Stronger than anesthetic, trashing your bedsit, leaving crumb and ash trails from my multiple spliffs. Yo, I don't give a shit, this ain't no motherfucking #1 type hit. This is serious shit, serious business, but I'm still playing the role of an ignorant prick. Or maybe it's arrogance that I'm reflecting. Never fenced in, but I'll kick your fencing. Life is a funny thing and it's making me sing. Running laps, chasing mysterious women. The best answer that I got is that I don't really know, but I batter up the bush when I rip up a flow. When I start fencing, it's always interesting. The best thing not to come out since sexting. Purity rings and chastity belts, feeding a load of millionaires more wealth. I rap for the common man with a vague strange plan, fantasizing about owning a van. going to Amsterdam and smoking dank ass ganj, circulating the herbs for £1 a gram, grabbing some fit ass bitch with some big ass tits that doesn't risk my wallet to climb up on my dick. Living the life, celebrating each day. My family say it's a pretty stupid plan. I couldn't care less about what they say. Give me a good job with the shit as pay, and I will go there and love it every day until I go home and I smoke more grades. I've been wondering why we're conditioned to lie, conditioned to die, persistently living a life without meaning. And was this so appealing? Is it only me who sees what I'm seeing? Like young souls getting corrupted by gold, too much sex on the TV that's distracting us slow from the real purpose or the meaning of life. No spiritual ideals but an avid sex life. They wanna keep us submissive and it's working well. People see ugly things but they barely dwell on this horrid picture of the place that we're living. The state is raising kids using mental conditioning in advertising, music and films, influencing our opinions, trying to make us confused. We think we play a part, we're just a soul with a view. Materialistic stupid pricks with a childish worldview. This hypocrisy is bothering me. They put all over our eyes and now we can't see. So now I'm battling back with this magical tracker, trying to spread my message through the medium of rap. And I can't pretend that all is well. I often wonder if I'm going straight to hell, so drag me under and bear my remains. A much more powerful force to rise out from the flames. Take back control from these liars and thieves. They try to tell me without money I am not complete, but I say fuck them and the causes they're backing. I just joined this race and I'm already lapping, so quick gas in. I'm rapping about crap, I'm receiving sacred knowledge from a liberty cap. I'm out to change this game and my time is now. I'm going up, seems like your direction is down. You're a slave to the system and the reason is clear. They're trying to pacify us cause the end is near. So let go of possessions and material things. They won't mean a thing when we're walking with kings. I like to get back to the simpler times with police size prevention, not committing the crimes. No showers of lies coming straight from a box. They tell us what to think and now we're walking the walk straight off the edge of this proverbial cliff. And we seem to forget that life is a gift to be treasured greatly, not poisoned or sold. The masses sit passive as the lies are told, which corrupts the minds of these brainless youths, so they don't really care about the voting booths. And easily swayed by these fascist Nazis, turn a generation into spineless patsies. My aims do not include accumulation of things. It seems there's bigger puppets that are pulling your strings. Sat back in their castles, they pretend to be kings, yet you worship them and the terror they bring. They're turning landscapes into advertisements, using chemtrails to spread a violent virus so that depopulation can come into effect, to start throwing us into camps if we ever object to this hellish system that is running our lives, destroying our esteem and erasing our rights, so turning us into zombies that consume all these lies. It's time to stop and wonder, are we really alive or just gliding slowly through the fabric of space, not living, just existing in this one horse race. We need to fix the system and embrace the change, or else we'll all end up as government slaves. The story about a kid called X. So this is a little story about a kid we'll call X. He had a rough upbringing, now he's always fucking vexed. Walking round on his estate, selling bags of herbal meds. But now he has to duck out every time he sees a fed, because he knows that he is wanted for his crimes. But without selling drugs, how else would he get by? He's been branded by the system and trapped by it too. And now he's getting punished for living life in this suit. While the middle class peer room with disappointed eyes, getting angry and frustrated, but they're getting fed these lies. He's a product of destruction, or an exception, or a bum. His poverty has molded him, and you avoid his thumb. There's really no wonder why the shooters turn to grime. Degrading shade jobs, not a way of getting by, so he'd rather sit at home with anger on his mind, searching everywhere for beef, but it ain't hard to find. So now X is angry and he's looking out for why. You can see he's fully intent on putting his blade into this guy. He's been brainwashed by movies and this gangster rap, but now he thinks a real man is someone with a strap, who ain't afraid to cock it and to let the bullets fly. He thinks he'll gain so much once all his enemies have died, but that is the manifestation of hate and greed implanted into him by the rappers that he sees. So now he thinks he's a thug, looking up to Al Capone. The purpose of his life is to get bags and fat rolls and to be the hardest of the people he knows. He thinks he should judge people by the brand of his clothes. So when Wasteman stuck in after shop of some drawer, X wants to make the most of a chance to look raw. He grabs his knife and runs out of his house and starts ringing all his boys to come hunt for the mouse. Now why is on his own? He just walked to the shops. He has no idea that he's about to get dropped, and then X comes over looking angry and vexed. Back up by 10 boys, we'll call the local heads. He starts demanding and he gives him a slap. He asks for his money and he calls him a twat. But why hasn't got it? And X knows this. X grabs him by the throat while says he's taking the piss. X pulls out his blade, all silver and clean, looks Wise straight in the eyes. He's about to get mean. He pokes him in the stomach and the blood runs out. But little did he know that there was piggies about just around the corner from the place that he was. They hear all the commotion and they quickly respond. So now X standing over bloody remains. He starts running just as he drops his blade. Now hours pass and X is nowhere to be found. He's got a warrant on his head, so you can bet he's ducking out, trying to leave his estate without a peep or a sound. And he might have got away if it weren't for the hounds. And now X is getting racked by these vicious looking dogs, and within 5 minutes on top of him are the cops. They asked him why he did it as he struggled to breathe, but all they got was mumbles about a 10 bag of green. They called him pathetic as they locked him in chains while X is screaming out, "Please just let me explain, I didn't mean to kill him, I just wanted him scared, so please let me go, do anything to be spared." About a month later, and now X is facing time. The judge reaches his verdict to show his time. His mind is facing 25 to the nature of his crimes. He was created by the system, now he's working on slave lines. Yeah. Zoning out, still rocking red eyes, a disfigured grin and a bag of lies. Drifting, legless, dripping waves of sweat, awkwardly mumbling shit under my breath. 2 cones, now I'm 2 stoned, analyzing life under my microscope, wandering like a lost dog, baffled by the constructs, slumped and fuck, seeking excuses to flunk, to justify my actions and the thoughts that I think, spending days hunched over toilets and sinks. Another drug binge, man, that sounds grand. You can see the illness, but still sell me a gram. No friends when it comes to drugs, just hustling cunts to who personal profit is with more than fun, integrity, honesty, your friendship. So don't bother asking why I'm stashing the blimp. So fuck fake friends friends that are down to steal. Go to the homeless shelter if you want a free meal. The store in my trust, like what the fuck. I hope losing me was worth not one a shit bud. So fuck fake friends that are down to steal. Go to the homeless shelter if you want a free meal. The store's in my trust, like what the fuck. I hope losing me was worth not one a shit bud.